Hey guys, Ben from KCT here. Just another asshole with a beard talking about firearms. Welcome back to another unboxing. I have some pretty interesting stuff to show you guys today. Really excited. Mailman just dropped it off. But before we go ahead and get into that, this is about some really interesting high capacity magazines. There's a company called Torkmag. If you've ever heard of them before, but it's Tork Mag, and they have their own type of magazines that they make. They have their own ways of actually doing the springs and everything, which allows them to have a much higher capacity magazine in a much smaller footprint. So, as I've prepared nothing for this video, let me go ahead and grab the package. Alright. Now, it just came from the mailman here, so we'll see what we get. And yes, this is the first time we're opening this up, so if I cut my arm off or something, you guys will see it here first. Alrighty. Real Avid AR tool. These things are awesome. Get one if you have an AR and you don't have one of these, you're doing it wrong. So let's take a look here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Alright. What's in there? Okay, so what we have here from Torkmag are a couple different mag sizes. And so this is a 50 round box mag. It's double stacked, double feed, just like your normal AR. But it is a 50 round model. So there's two of those. And also a 35 round model. So the point of the 35, they said, is to have a slightly higher capacity at around the same footprint in terms of size as a normal 30 round mag, where the 50 round mag, they said it's basically 50 and around the size of a 40. So we're not going to get into like the guts or anything like that yet to do the actual review, but we will go ahead and open these up and see what they look like compared to other magazines that we have here. And well, yeah, we'll do a quick size comparison. Alright. Feels pretty good. Right there. Okay, so that's the 50. So 55. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So what we're looking at here is your standard kind of slab-sided magazine. Obviously those are, found in like AK rifles and things like that. They've been around forever. For the AR, it's a little bit different. Obviously most mags will have some sort of texturing or something like that, like obviously the P mags, the ribs, the hex mags are obviously hexes, things like that. There is an aggressive texture front and rear on the spine and the front, so that does make for a good, nice gripping. The base plate is solidly on there. It's nice and flared just a little bit for extraction. And I don't think that this is a problem having like flat slab-sided plastic, because there's this thing called grip tape or skater tape, and you can put some on here, and if you have problems grabbing it, problem solved. So, so let's take a look at the 35 compared to like a M3 PMag. So it's obviously the 30 round windowed PMag, and yeah, I mean, you see that there, but it's just a hair taller. So that distance gives you an extra 5 rounds, which is pretty crazy. So they have a different type of spring in here, where it is actually 2 springs. One pulls up from the front, one presses up from the bottom. So the bottom spring is less, it needs to be less robust than a standard AR mag spring, because there's actually 2 springs that are sort of working to keep that ammunition feeding towards your gun. So that's the magic behind that, and obviously we'll get into all this stuff. It does have a floor plate that unlocks, a little pin there. And yeah, so for actual review, we'll go ahead and get into the guts of this thing. But for right now, just seeing kind of how things look. And the big mama. Look at this thing, guys. This is awesome. I mean, I'm kind of a capacity guy. Capacity size queen? I don't know. Anyways, but this is awesome. You know, you like a D60 is like 120, 130 bucks. And they're awesome, don't get me wrong, but these are like, I think 25, 30, something like that. So you definitely stock up and get some pretty big capacities there on a pretty cheap platform. So let's take a look at the M3. So it is about, I don't know, maybe a third. You can see that, a third taller there, which to almost double the amount of ammunition that's in play there. That's pretty choice. So let's take a look at it compared to a USGI type C Products aluminum 40 round mag. And yeah, I mean, it's for a 40 rounder, it is stopping right there. So there is definitely a lot more ammunition in this for a much smaller size compared to what it would have to be if it had the standard springs like this 40 rounder here. So, and then let's go ahead and take a look at, this is the Magpul 40 round M3 PMag with the Strike Industries. This is excellent, by the way. +5 base plate there. So we are now looking at 45 rounds in this magazine, and it's like half an inch shorter than the 50 rounder. So again, kind of like what we saw with the 35 rounder, you're getting around 5 more rounds of capacity over whatever magazine you're already looking at. So just kind of give you an idea. That's kind of what we're looking at. So yeah, it's big, but it's not obnoxiously big. That's what she said. So yeah, guys, if you use a 40 round magazine or with a +5, because I'm a jerk like that, this might be a good option to consider, especially for competition, things like that, or on your go-to gun. Obviously, we will have to test for reliability, but as something that we can just, you know, pick it up in the middle of the night because something happened, and you essentially almost got 2 magazines on you without using a coupler, without using like a double-stacked magazine. I think that's a pretty good way to go. Obviously, it's a little bit longer in the gun, so actually, let's try to figure what that looks like here. So we'll go. Oh, come on, you. Of course. Okay, so, yeah, I like it. Gangsta. So that's the 50 rounder. That is the 35 rounder. Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, this looks like a 30 rounder in the gun. I mean, it does not look like it hangs out much further. So definitely kind of a cool thing. Really interested to see how these things work when we get them out to the range. But guys, just wanted to bring that to you real quick and have you take a look at what we have coming up for the next few videos here. We'll be obviously doing some more research on these things, doing some disassembly and review and all that good stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that because like literally the mailman just dropped these off. I've been waiting for these things, and I'm so glad that they're finally here to check out. And I'll be playing with these things quite a bit. So one thing I want to say just real quick before we go is we have a good friend of the channel who does contribute a lot. He's in a lot of the videos, he's in a lot of the photos, Mr. Justin. You're going to be testing these out. Happy birthday, bud. So have a good one there. But guys, we'll definitely see you in the next one. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Like, share, subscribe, hit the buttons, text, notes, things, you know what it is. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.